All right, let's go ahead and make this video really quick. This is going to be on one of our vlogs for our progress with New Thought Society. Now, we just got done with part 8 of Master Key System version 3. Remember, we're recording our progress through the Master Key System, and we are also sharing how this information is helping us in our lives and the experiences which we are experiencing today since we started the program. Now, I've been sharing my progress because I'm using this information. Obviously, yes, I am using it to build New Thought Society, but I'm also using it to get further along in my career, in my financial life. Now, tremendous amount of progress has been made when it comes with my work. Right now, we're being trained for lead, and that's management. We're being trained for management position when it comes to Walmart, right? Very soon, I'm going to be running my own department, and I'll be responsible for the results of me and my people and the sales that are happening in that department, as well as customer service. Obviously, we need to make our customers happy. Now, we have been sharing all of our progress through Master Key System. So if you haven't been watching Master Key System, because I haven't been making as much of these progress videos as I was, because our main focus has solely been on our work right now, because that is the most fundamental need at the moment in my life. New Thought Society is not going anywhere. We're still doing it with version 3 of Master Key System, but we know it is something that, hey, I need to slow down a little bit when it comes to this society, because I know it's going to take years to build. It's going to take a very long time to build. And there is a huge learning curve for me, right? I understand the spirit of New Thought, but I'm still learning the entire body of it, the whole history of it, all the separate entities of which it extended into, right? When it comes to religions, when it comes to philosophies, when it comes to how it's been applied through different regions of the world, the different terms these New Thought authors use. There is a ton to learn, and I know it's going to take a very long time. And also the fact that I don't desire to make money off of New Thought. This is something I enjoy doing. It's something that I know has helped me tremendously when it comes to how I live my life internally, right? And what it's taught me about myself as a spiritual living being, as a conscious being, as a center of I am, right? I am a conscious being. Now, New Thought teaches how the age-old question of man, who am I, right? Who am I? What am I? And the only answer to that question, as God gave to Moses through in the book of life, was, hey, I am that I am. When he showed up to Moses as a burning bush and told Moses his identity is I am that I am, and that identity can be broken down into something that is infinite, right? I am that I am. Now that pertains to I am that, right? There's no limitation to what that can be, right? I am the flower, I am the plant, I am the tree, I am the cardboard that's behind Mr. Wayne right now. I am Mr. Wayne, I am in Mr. Wayne. And we know, being created in the image and likeness of God, that image is in spirit, in consciousness. We ourselves say, I am ourselves, when we understand the real nature of who we are. Is, hey, I'm a conscious spiritual being. I'm living in this body, and I'm having a human experience, right? Because we know, like I say, my hand, right? My hand, my legs, my heart, my mind, my skin, my clothes, right? My indicates something that belongs to something else, and that something else we know is the identity of I am itself, and is found in I. And we're going through this in the Master Key System, and I has the ability to think, to imagine, to create mental pictures, and to create through the use of imagination and through the use of our thought processes, the very things that we wish to experience in our lives. And I've been using this information to move forward with what I have when it comes to work, with my financial position. And now It has been a while since I've actually made a progress update. Like I said, I've been sharing everything through the week, my weekly progress through Master Key System. Um, but we're in training right now for lead. Yesterday, we met all the store leads from the entire region of where I live and add a store lead. I'm going to go see her tomorrow. I'm going to see one of the store leads tomorrow of another super center in a different store. And we're just going to talk. I'm going to talk to her about my goals with Walmart, what I'm striving for, where I'm at, and how we're going to be lead. We're going to do it no matter what. We're going to do it. And then today, we had a quick conversation with our store lead, and she mentioned when you promote, she said that when you promote, when you level up, when you move up, she said it in a way, hey, Wayne, you're going to move up. Just keep training, keep learning, keep applying, master your department. That was our whole conversation. And she knows I'm making a lot of progress. She's watching my progress, and she's very happy for me. She's very excited for me. And I know the way I am about it too. It's very, very different than how my coworkers are. Like, I'm very adamant about it. I'm always asking questions. I know that I'm a little bit of a different cat, and I'm happy about that. And you know, not to mention we come from a pretty much a very different world. We do live by our own ideology. We think very different from most people. And where I live now is different from where I grew up. So I know even from how I grew up is different than how these people grew up, right? I'm very, very different. And I'm proud of that because in order to make, like it said, in order to make a difference, you have to be different, right? You have to think differently because our thoughts become our characters, right? Our thoughts become our habits, and our habits become our character. And as conscious beings, we have the conscious ability to create the mental attitude which we want. Remember, two things happen from our thinking. The first thing that happens is that we're impressing our subconscious mind. We're building that mental habit. We're legitimately becoming the thing that we are thinking about. But we have to persist in that thought. We have to concentrate upon it, which is why our spiritual training program and our 30 minutes of meditation is so important, because it's literally 30 minutes sitting in the silence, doing nothing but creating the images of what it is that we desire to manifest in our lives, and feeling that image to be true, feeling ourselves to be in that role. For example, when it comes to me in my lead position that I'm striving for, I'm imagining myself helping customers. I'm imagining myself fixing the shelves. I'm imagining myself helping my colleagues. I'm imagining myself as the lead, and I'm feeling it as if it was already true. Remember, you have to feel it. It is through emotion and desire that the subconscious mind actually absorbs it. Because remember, our nervous system is divided amongst two different systems. We have the central nervous system, the conscious mind, which is the brain and cerebral spinal center. And this mind deals mainly with the external world, and it deals with decision making. Our subconscious mind has no contact with the external world at all. Its contact with the external is through its connection with the central nervous system, which is in contact with the external world. But the internal world, the internal nervous system, has no contact with the external world whatsoever. And it's responsible for the automated functions of the body, right? It is what makes our hair grow. It is what makes our nails grow. It is what makes our heart beat. It is what's responsible for our breathing. When we're consciously focused on something else, we're still breathing. It's an automated function. This is what the subconscious mind has control over. And what has been shown is that the subconscious mind is the seat of our habits, right? The things we do over and over again become mechanical. Those are the words of Hanel. They become something we do automatically because we build it within our system. And what has been shown too is that our brain literally changes its structure to meet the new mental attitude, to meet the new thinking processes of which we carry. And, it's lots of changes has happened. These are quick changes. A great brother of mine, he told me just last night that he sees how much my life has changed since I've created this box, since I started making my audios, since I started really practicing and applying my meditations and what I'm learning through the Master Key, he is seeing the progress that I'm making in my life. And when somebody else is telling you that, somebody else asks you if you're the manager, one of your store leads tells you when you promote, not if, but when, you know you're on the right track. You know you're doing things right. And you know you have to keep persistent and stay persistent in the things that you are striving for. Now, these last 2 months, I know I shared it, and I want to share it here. These last 2 months have been grueling, but you know what? It's been an accelerated phase for my progress, because we've been covering many, many other people in our department, not only in our department, but in our other departments as well, our neighbor department. In these last 2 months, we haven't had 2 consecutive days off. In the days that I do have off, I'm already thinking about work anyway, because, hey, I work tomorrow, right? I don't have much time to do what I would like to do on my free time. I already got to work tomorrow. So it's been like a phase. These last 2 months has been a phase of just nothing but constant work, training, meditating, working. That's all it's been. And there's been a lot of growing pains. Not gonna lie, I've had some days where it's like, I don't want to do this today, but we still did it anyway, because that's where the building of our will comes into play, right? How strong, how badly do we want what it is that we say that we want? We have to want it more than feeling comfortable. We have to want it more than just, hey, I'm willing to give up having a day off and enjoying myself to do something I don't want to do right now to get to the next level. You have to be willing to do that. Man, the other day I didn't get much sleep a couple days ago, and I was getting frustrated over it. Like, I can't sleep. Even after I took a melatonin, I still couldn't sleep. My face was hurting. It felt like my face was reconstructing itself. It was a very weird feeling. It was very uncomfortable. My jaw was hurting. My cheeks right here were kind of hurting. And one of my coworkers, she said it's stress. She said it's coming from stress. And it's like, damn, am I really under that much stress? Right? Like, is this really that stressful that I'm going through? But I know we're building stress tolerance regardless. Like, we got to get through it. We got to get through it, especially when it comes to being responsible for not only our results and for the results of other people. We have to have the ability to endure stress, to be able to think and stay calm even under the mind state of stress. Now, you hear from successful people today, especially with my aspirations, right? I aspire to own my own business one day, to be an entrepreneur, and to pay other people's bills by giving them an opportunity to work. I will be responsible for even building the opportunity for them to begin with. Obviously, that's going to involve a lot of stress, right? So it's like, okay, well, if I'm experiencing this now, obviously I need to get used to it for what we're going to be doing later on in the future. And we still went to work. We still did everything that we needed to do. We still served all of our customers. We were still there being the backbone for all our colleagues. We were still there helping other people that needed help. We were still there zoning, cleaning the aisles, making sure all the inventory was stocked and everything was on the shelves for the customers. We still did everything that we needed to do, even though we were in a lot of pain doing it. But the results that I've been getting in the people's radars that I am on, it is phenomenal, because my leads are watching me, my managers are watching me, and they are very happy with what they see. And I am also very, very happy with the work that I have been doing. And I attribute it a lot to my meditation. I really, really do. Of course, my training is involved, because remember, we train for life. We have to engage in physical training so we could have the energy, we could have the strength. We have to engage in mental training so we could have the concentration, we could have the mental discipline to get through things when we don't feel like doing them. We have to have, right, just so we can endure the responsibilities of life that come to us, and we could overcome the challenges that we face and not succumb to us, right? We do all this stuff on the so we could move forward, right, and help people and achieve things. You have to make the sacrifices, and we've been making the sacrifices, and we've been manifesting amazing results. And this is still only the beginning. This is still just the beginning. And you know, and with New Thought Society, I think about that too. Like, gosh, damn, even for that, right? Because New Thought is not a very popular subject. It is found mainly in books, especially for the time that it was built in. And like I said, how far it extends out, it's like grabbing. And I know I mentioned this in a video prior, like grabbing the whole puzzle piece of what New Thought is and building a building a presentation, something, building something which brings the totality of what it is to make it easy to understand and digest, so we could actually bring people into this society that agree with this ideal, that love this ideal, that want to be a part of this ideal. And I know there's going to be a lot of naysayers. We're already getting naysayers, people talking crap, people talking shit, you know, excuse my Italian, but still, people talking bad. But who cares, right? Everyone is going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to say something because everyone understands life in accordance to how much they've grown internally anyway. Remember, it's all based in consciousness. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And it's a trip too. Life is a trip, how deep it actually goes. But we know in order to do New Thought Society, we are going to need a lot of stress tolerance and deal with a lot of naysayers. I mean, even with work at Walmart today, we have other leads and that I could tell in the beginning they were very happy for me that I was striving for it. I do have some leads that I am really good friends with, and they fully support me. But I am starting to get those other ones that they don't like what they see, because Mr. Wayne is coming in hard and he is doing a lot. He is doing a lot. There's a young cat. A lot of them are younger than me too. So I know age and experience does have a lot to do with a lot of things. It really truly does. Mind you, yeah, if you're young and you have the desire for it, you're willing to grow and you push for it, yes, you could fill the position. You're doing your job. But there's also the other aspect of life outside of work when it comes to life experience in general. And I know I have more life experience when it comes with a lot of things than these young cats do. And I know that experience I'm bringing to the table along with my position as management too, when it comes to whatever department that I fill. And I know that, it's going to make a little bit of waves and it's going to make some people uncomfortable. I can see it already. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing for me. Because when you affect change, you're obviously going to be affecting a lot of people around you. So that being said, we got version 8 uploading at the moment. I'm looking right at it on my YouTube channel. We're going to end this video. Mr. Wayne's got to eat. It's 10:44. It's about to be 11. We got to shower too because we got a big day tomorrow. We're going to be driving down to another state. I believe it's still where I'm at. It's another city, another town, but it's an hour away from where I'm at. And I got to catch my lead while she's there. I'm visiting another lead in a different store. And she had a lot of interest in me. She had a lot of interest in me. No, I'm not talking about physical interest, right? I'm talking about, interest as an employee, as a coworker. She had a lot of interest in me. And she asked me the most questions. And tomorrow I'm going to go see her. I'm going to talk to her. I don't know what's going to come out of it, but I know it's going to be good. And that being said, yeah, I'll leave this right here.